Martir after Bahia to do a few more dives because it's that good of a place. Then back south, we're going to be off the Loreto area for a day of diving on our last day, and then we finish up in Loreto on the 28th. Yeah, 28th. Okay, so I'm in and out, apparently. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself right now. I just heard that I was not online, so I don't know what's going on, but on this end everything looks like okay. Oh, no. Here we go. I'm back. Am I back right now? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my connection, but apparently I'm back for the moment, so ask me questions fast. Okay, you missed most of my speech about the schedule. It was a very exciting speech, so I will give it again. Yesterday we left La Paz at noon. We did a couple dives at Lorena yesterday. Last night we ran overnight up here to Las Animas. We're doing 4 dives here at Las Animas. And then tonight we have to travel more than 100 nautical miles north to San Ildefonso. We're going to do 4 dives there. It's going to be my first time there, so I'm excited about that. Tomorrow night, after San Ildefonso, we travel another 112 nautical miles north to San Pedro Martir. Full day of diving there. And then that night, we travel 75 miles overnight to Bahia de Los Angeles. Snorkel with some whale sharks all morning, a couple afternoon dives somewhere, maybe a night dive, and then we have to start heading south again. So we'll head for San Pedro Martir for a second day, and then from there we have like 140 miles to run south, so we can dive off of Loreto on our last day of diving, and then we finish up on the 28th in Loreto. So that is our schedule, guys. Lots of diving to do. Lots of diving and lots of traveling. We're covering how many miles are we going? We're like 50, 250. Roughly 700 nautical miles we're going to be traveling, which is 1,200 kilometers, 1,200 kilometers. We're gonna be running on this trip, so lots of driving, lots of boat driving. The day-to-day schedule. Most days we aim for 4 dives per day, so it starts in the morning with our first breakfast at 7 a.m. So we have a little continental breakfast and coffee. Excuse me. Usually we're getting in the water by 8 o'clock for our first dive, 8 a.m. After the first dive, we have a hot breakfast around 9:30. After hot breakfast, we have dive number 2. That usually happens around 11 o'clock. After our second dive is lunchtime, which is around 1. After lunch, we have dive number 3. Around 2:30, we get in the water for dive number 3, and then our 4th dive of the day is around 5 o'clock. And after our 4th dive of the day, then it's cocktail time, beer time, or just chill out and relax in the hot tub time. And then it's dinner time. 7:30, we have dinner. Tonight is going to be, I hope, to check with our chef Poncho, taco night. So I'm very excited about taco night. I might not look like it, but this is what I look like when I'm excited. So I'm pretty psyched for tacos tonight. So basically, that's kind of what we do every day. 4 dives. It's wake up, eat something, go diving, eat something, go diving, eat something again, go diving, and then eat some more, and then go diving, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and repeat in a different, with a different view out the window the next day. I know I look really excited for tacos. Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic, but I really am. Inside, my emotion is strong. Outside, this is it. How are the currents? Not bad so far. Not bad. Yesterday at Lorena, the current was first dive was fairly mild. Second dive it picked up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Today the current is mildish. Yeah, maybe half a knot or something like that. So it wasn't too bad at all. And we'll see. I mean, the current here, especially at Las Animas, can change dive to dive. In an hour, it could be ripping, or it could be calm all day, or we'll see. Yeah. Little current is a good thing, definitely, though. So, who's watching me right now? Please type in your name and send it so I can see. So Rachel can let me know who's watching. Just because I'm curious and so I can interact a little bit. We have 11 guests on board, which for the Nautilus Explorer is not many. It's a nice big roomy boat. So 11 guests is it's pretty luxurious for us right now. To have this nice big boat with only 11 guests. And initially we were going to take the Gallant Lady for this trip. And that's why we just had 11 places. But Gallant Lady holds 12 people maximum. So we sold those spots, and a few days before the trip, we had just had a little problem with the Gallant Lady. It's nothing really major, and it's sorted now, but we could have probably sorted it out before the trip, but it would have been a rush. So we had the Explorer sitting there ready to go, and so we just decided to take the Explorer instead. And I'm kind of, well, I mean, I'm kind of happy about that. I like the Explorer. It's been several years since I ran this boat, but I used to drive. This was my first ever boat in Baja. I started captaining this one in 2007, my first ever Nautilus boat, and I think up until 2014 or something. How many guests? Oh, wait, I just answered that. Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. How's it going? I hope the orcas are around too. They're not yet, but we'll see. What about the water temps? Oh, Ann Hammer, are you going on the Gallant Lady in a month? If you are, then you're going to be in the Sea of Cortez. The water will be warm. So in a month, the Gallant Lady trip, that's probably going to be Southern Sea of Cortez. And yeah, water's pretty warm that time of the year. But to be honest, I don't remember exactly the water temps, but I would say high 70s, low 80s. That would be probably what you'll be seeing on your trip, Anne. On board for the crew right now, we have Lowell. Mr. Lowell is here. is my second captain, and we've got our two dive masters who are Ray and Manta Ray and Jan. Jan is doing some mate training with me, and Ray, of course, is also a captain. Just a little paperwork issue with him right now as far as captain. So he's dive mastering, and he is the most experienced one here in the Sea of Cortez. Then we have engineers. We've got Pedro and Adan. Adan is a new engineer, so he's doing some training this trip. And we've got our hostess Nubia, and then we also have another brand new hostess training, Joanna, and our chef is Poncho. So that's the crew. We also have Roberto, who is our hotel and diving manager, shoreside. He's new to the company, so he's on board doing some familiarization and seeing the operation. So we've got like 9 crew plus Roberto. Lowell is sleeping. Yeah, he was up overnight, so he's sleeping. It was a long day yesterday for everyone. Whoever you are, come on down. You're going to be going live on TV in a second. All the major cable networks. That's Ray. He's pretending he didn't hear me. Jan the Frenchman. Yes, John. Jan the Frenchman is on board. Hey, Ray.
Yes?
Come say hi.
Good morning. We are diving in a beautiful place this morning with a lot of fish, jacks, a lot of snappers, eagles, a lot of things. Beautiful dive. Good.
Thanks, Ray. Now you all know Ray. Hey, Ray, when you go down, do you want to ask some crew members to come up just to say a quick hello? They don't have to speak, but at least to come just say hi so people can see them. I'm going to call some on the radio and see if they listen to me. Crew. I'm doing a live stream right now from the wheelhouse. Please, if anybody would like to come up and say a quick hello, very long, but just come and say hi because people at home want to see your faces.
Okay, copy.
One person listened to me, so let's see. That was Nubia. Nubia is going to come up and say hello. Who else is watching? Oh, how are you guys doing out there in the land of Facebook? Back? I'm gone. Okay. I didn't know I was offline there. I don't know what you missed. I'm sure whatever you missed was riveting.